this is Tikikup here, and today I have another video on plumbing. Today I'm talking about pressure valves, the Geyser pressure control valves and the difference once you get. This is a Cobra one. This is a 400 kilopascal. Those of you who have seen my previous videos would know about this type of pressure valve. Then I have a quick cut one here for 600 kilopascal, and I have another quick cut one here. It's also a 600 kilopascal. This one is broken actually. Let me start off with the quick cut one. You can buy the parts individually if you would like to, but it's more expensive than just buying the whole unit. Because I mean, like this, it's almost like the safety valves I was talking about, you know. But this is if the pressure is too high in your system, this thing opens. So yeah, that's what this thing is for. But you can buy this separate if that breaks. Let's take this part out. This is the cartridge. This is the thing which lowers the pressure in the whole system. And then you have the body. This is a Connex 15mm a Geyser pressure control valve, but like I said, this one's broken actually. This one is the 22 Connex pressure control valve. It has a little stop tap there, you know, if you ever want to use it. It's quite helpful sometimes. Nice thing is, from these ones, it's almost like the safety valve on the Geysers. This you can turn which way you want. It's got a little 15mm output there. See, I also got the spring there, spring loaded. So you can put the 15mm pipe in there and channel it away whichever way you want. You can turn it which way you want. That's the 22mm. Now you get the 400 kilopascal in 15mm Connex as well. Like you saw with this one. This one's actually really old if you kind of look at it. You also get the 22 without the little stop tap if you ever desire so. Then we have the Cobra one. Now these ones you only get in 22mm. You don't get them in Connex where I am from currently. The thing I hate about these ones is these round male threads you have to connect to the thing. Now the thing is, if you want to make this 15mm, you just need to put a reducer in, as you can see. So that's what I don't like about the Cobra one, is these round tips. I mean, you can actually see, you can buy an Allen key which fits in there, which would make it a lot easier to tighten it. The other thing you can use, if you really want to go that way, you can buy these Xeno tabs. These Xeno tabs, as you can see, it's square, shifting spanner fits in nicely. There goes a washer here, and it goes onto there with this nut. Okay, now on all of these valves, you will always get an indication on which way the water goes. For instance, on this one, the arrow points that way, so water comes from the road from there. This one, it's obvious, water comes in over there, goes through. This one is water comes in here and goes out there. There's the arrow, I don't know if you can see it. Now, the thing is, you can untighten this thing, and then you can set this thing whichever way you want to set it, point. This one's still loose. I haven't tightened it because it's broken. Okay, now you get these little metal piece. It goes into the head. Goes into the head of this thing. The spring kind of moves around, you know, to reduce the pressure. You get the washer which goes pretty much on top like that. And then you get the thing, as you can see, the water goes through there, excess water, and yeah, so you just put that like that together, just tighten this up again, and just like that. Okay, at the bottom you have the cartridge, just like on the Quick-Got. You have the cartridge. This is also to help prevent dirt and stuff like that going in your geyser, but like I said, these units are a lot cheaper just buying it like this instead of just buying parts and parts. If you guys remember how to install a geyser the right way, you would remember I spoke about how that geyser burst. The reason why that geyser burst is, as you can see, this pressure valve broke. This pressure valve broke. The reason why this pressure valve broke is because you see this was tied on like that. As you can see, the person closed it at the tip. So with time, pressure built up in here, and eventually this valve couldn't keep it, so it popped open there. Once this thing broke, can't reduce the pressure anymore, all that pressure went straight to the geyser. The safety valve from the geyser didn't work, so what happened with all that water is the pressure built up, and the only places where it could have escaped was through the plate of the element and where you fit the annual. So that's why that geyser burst. And yeah, I guess if you could probably try, you could still try and use it, but I won't recommend it because you will get problems in future with that. So yeah, this is valves. You only get the Cobra on 400. You get the Quick-Got in 6 and 400, which is quite nice. Got a little pamphlet here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's the different types of sizes and valves you get for from Quick-Got. And of course there's instructions on how to use it, and quite funny now that I look at these instructions. Let me just fold it over like that. If you look closely to this instructions, you can find this on the internet. If you just Google Quick-Got geyser instruction, you will see that the valve is there, and then the cold water for the entire house is at the top. So yeah, and then the cold water also goes to the geyser for hot water. So there you guys can see, even on the manufacturers, they put it in the pamphlet that the pressure reducing or geyser pressure control valve should be before the water enters the house. Now, another common thing I see sometimes when I go to geysers is the people have a 600 geyser and then they put a 400 pressure reducing or geyser pressure control valve on there. It's actually wrong, because the geyser can take a lot more pressure than what it's meant to do. So if you have a 600, you put the 600 in. If you have a 400, you put the 400 in. This valve, which is broken, I got off a geyser. The geyser was 400 kilopascal and I put the 600. So technically, if the geyser, luckily for us, they never used the geyser, but if they really did use the geyser would have been under so much pressure because of this valve, which is wrong, because it's not meant for 400 geyser. But I get that quite a lot, so yeah, I don't know why people do it that way. I guess I just like making problems for other people, so I'm not so sure myself. But now you guys have the valves on geysers, how they work and how to install them, of course. All of the safety valves from off the geyser pressure control valves are all 15 mil. It's only the safety valve from the geyser which is 22. If you guys look at the previous video, what I did on safety valves, you would realize that the safety valves for the geyser has this little white thing sticking out, whereas this doesn't have that because it's not dealing with hot water at all. It's only if you deal with hot water you need that little white stick, because that determines how the pressure builds up in your geyser. These ones, they don't need it, so yeah. Yeah, this cap of this one is gone. So yeah, pretty much that's way of safety valves. Thank you guys. Well, we're still on geysers for the last time. I just would like to finish this video with this 200 liter geyser. The reason why I want to show you this is, if you remember the previous video, the hot water was at the top. Now, okay, this one is upside down, so please don't install it this way. I just want to show you guys something. As you can see, here's the safety valve, and there goes the hot water. This is actually at the top. Once it was installed at the place where I took it from, this geyser burst, of course. So yeah, there's your safety valve, there's your hot water. As you can see, they're almost both at the top. This one's just a bit lower and this one's at the top. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's a little red thing there. And another thing, you can also Google this on the internet. This is from Cobra with the geyser pressure control valve. They actually have a better image than Quick Cut, but if you can see there's the it says main supply line comes through the stopcock. I normally put stopcock at my geysers for future services, or if it bursts or anything. So then you can see it comes through the stopcock, and then it goes through the multi-valve. Sorry, not multi-valve, the geyser pressure control valve, sorry, not multi-valve. And then the access point, please guys don't close the access point, because I showed you guys just now what can happen. But then it goes through, and then it goes off, goes into the house, goes to the mixer or the tap, which is the cold side, and then the rest goes to the geyser, of course. Sorry about the dog. Then the rest goes to the geyser, where the hot water comes at the top, goes down to the mixer through there. As you can see, even Cobra shows it that the geyser pressure control valve comes before you split off to the house. I mean, guys, manufacturers even says it, so I'm taking a good gamble that I'm not wrong at all. I just want to show you guys something on this side. Don't know if you guys can see right now, but there was the drain cock. Right there was the drain cock, and yeah, as you can see, it is upside down. This is where you normally put in the annual, or there should be one. You can see this one I'm pulling out here. This used to be the annual, but for those of you who knows how annual looks like, I will put a picture up for you guys to show you how one looks like, which has not been eaten away by chemicals in the water. But you see, that's what's left of this one, and that's where your geyser burst, or guys, geyser burst. This is just caulk. So yeah, I mean, that's just metal. But that used to be the annual. Like I said, I'll put a picture up for you guys. You just shove that back in there. There we go. Annual goes in there. I mean, if you guys can't remove the old one, just put the new one in there. It doesn't really matter as long as it's covered with water. I first thought it was wrong, but I spoke to some people and they said you can do that, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, and nothing else to say about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and Tiki out.